Friday fitness on an actual Friday. Welcome back to the floor. Because I mentioned planks in another video, I realized I haven't talked much about planks, and I think planks are actually I was gonna say a perfect exercise, but they're a perfect place to start, and they're where I started. About actually 3 years ago, when I, for the first time ever, thought about using my body as a body and not just a thing that shuffles my mind around. I was just in terrible shape, and I learned about planks, and I thought, well, that's easy because it's not even an exercise. Like, I thought of an exercise as like sets and reps of stuff, and I wasn't at that time interested in doing that. But a plank is just holding still. Anyone can hold still. And so I set out to do a 1-minute plank every morning, and eventually I got to the point where that was easy. But at first, at like the 60-second mark, when the timer would go off, I would just drop face down. Like, if you don't do planks, planks are hard. The beginner Spartan training workout, like week 1 and 2, would be wake up 10 minutes before you normally wake up. Do a 1-minute plank. And like set a timer for 1 minute. And if you don't get a 1-minute plank, that's fine. Just remember where you are and eventually bring it up to 1 minute. And then do a Tabata of squats. And then if you've got a pull-up bar, do some dead hangs or as much of a pull-up as you can. Then have breakfast and take your vitamins. And that's, bam, that's your 10-minute beginner Spartan training. This is a sweet Dutch angle we got going on here. All right, I'm gonna try and film a plank and talk about it. I was gonna have to keep lifting my head to look at the camera and see if this is working, and it totally isn't. We're just filming in my tiny apartment, so it's very, very hard to get in. But this is what a plank should look like. So you're gonna see it's all squares, all right? Square, shoulder to forearm, square, straight line from the back of your head all the way through your spine, through your butt to your ankles, okay? Just trust that my stomach is sucked in here. And yeah, butt tight, core tight, face down. You should be able to hold this for a minute. Also, hopefully all that talking was audible since I was 4 feet away from the camera. And with that, you're well on your way. Like, you're gonna be a beginner for a while, but you are now a beginner. Like, the foundation is being laid. So, and just to go back to what I said in my very, very first video on this, remember to stay inspired. And at this point, you actually should be transitioning into motivation. So the difference between inspiration and motivation in this context is inspiration is something that makes you feel like working out. It makes you want to work out. So watch Spartan videos, watch any kind of fitness video, watch Wes Watson videos, watch CrossFit videos, write notes to yourself, listen to workout playlists. Like, I have a workout playlist on Spotify, and just listen to the song Beast from the Southpaw soundtrack. Just and when I discovered this song and saw people online, I was obsessed with this song the minute I heard it. It's the most intense workout song ever. And then in every YouTube comment under it, people were like, this is the most intense workout song ever. So yes, find music that makes you want to work out. Listen to some Hatebreed. Just keep stoking the fire. That's inspiration. Now what motivation is a little less fun. Motivation doesn't tap into feeling like you want to do it. Motivation is what keeps you doing something. And now, once the foundation is laid, if you get up and you have your 10-minute workout with your planks and your Tabata and something overhead, and your breakfast and your vitamins, you can now mentally or even literally check the box. Put an X on the calendar. Okay, you did it. You did your Spartan duty for the day. Once you do it 2 days in a row, now you've got a chain going. Just don't break that chain. That feeling of not wanting to let yourself down, that's motivation. You are now motivated to keep the chain intact. You're not inspired to keep the chain intact. You are motivated, and that motivation can get you through when inspiration fails. Because you may be inspired to work out if you watch a workout video or listen to pump up music. Once you start the workout, that inspiration may fade, or you may be unable to inspire yourself. You may get a terrible night's sleep. You may feel like shit and just think, I don't want to work out. I don't have the inspiration. That's because inspiration, like I said in my very first video, is the weakest tool. It's the one everyone goes to because it's the easiest. Inspiration is everywhere. And it gets called motivation, but it isn't. It's inspiration. But it's the weakest tool in the box. Motivation is a little bit stronger. If you get 3 or 4 days unbroken chain and you're super tired, just look at that calendar and don't let the chain get broken. That feeling of loss aversion now, like the feeling that you have something and you don't want to lose it, you don't want to break it, that's motivation. So, as we get into weeks 2 and 3, start thinking about that as well. Thinking about how you now have something and you don't want to lose it. Happy Friday. Stay fit.